What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. I enjoyed this episode for the most part. Um, I am so happy that the Ashfords are rallying together to try and help Trina because her trial date has been set, and Curtis was like, "Listen, we got to move quick. Now that they have a date, they got to ramp up. You know what I'm saying? They got to close the ranks. They got to, circle the family wagons and try to help her. You know what I mean? Like get some evidence on Esme, do something. Um, and even Marshall was like, "Yo, sign me up." He said, "Let me make a few phone calls." And because he has a contact who knows about getting stuff on the black market, and it comes in handy. I said, "Go ahead, Marshall." TJ is gonna try and help out and stuff like that. I said, "This is good. I like this." Everybody's getting involved to try and help. Try and help Trina because she needs everybody's help. She's not gonna get evidence on Esme alone. Speaking of help, even Rory, was trying to spring into action and stuff like that. Let me just tell y'all this. Do with this as you may, but I just want to simply say thank you. I know Frank Valentini gets a lot of flack, but I just want to thank him and the production team. I really do. The set production. I want to thank all of them for building this Metro Court pool area because let me tell you something. It is a blessing that we get to see a lot of folks in their bikinis, and I want to say thank you. They're woo. I'm hot just thinking about it. It's a blessing. So I want to say thank you again for coming up with the bright idea to do this. We get a lot of eye candy. It's wonderful to see. Speaking of, listen, Esme was trying her best to flirt with Mr. Rory. Sitting there talking about, oh, he hot, he this. I'm like, Esme, go sit down. You look good too, Esme, but go sit down. He don't want you. And she's sitting there trying to, flirt her way into some help because she wants to see if he could help her get into Spring Ridge or whatever. Since Kevin barred her, she needs to see Ryan. And he was like, I'm a rookie. Rory said, I'm a rookie officer. I have zero power. I can't help you. You need a lawyer, not a cop. Um, but he tried to play the game with her. He did, because he thought about it. He was like, you know what? I do need to help Trina. So he was like, I do know somebody that can help you. Let me put their name and number in your phone. Esme said, not so fast. Esme said, no, that's okay. I could put their name and number in my phone myself. She was catching on. She was. Esme definitely caught on to what he was doing. She said, no, I can do it myself. What's his name and number? Rory was like, oh, you don't trust me? I'm like, Rory, I like you, but you are out of your league with this girl. You are way out of your league with her. She's just, I just find it baffling, like how this girl could just outsmart a lot of smart people. Like, I don't get it. And when Trina popped up and stuff like that, and Esme left, even she tried to tell Rory. She was like, "Listen, I appreciate your help and you trying to help me, but Rory, she tried to tell Rory like Esme is wickedly smart, and you are out of your league with this girl because she's just way too smart. She's always a few steps ahead, and she just don't want Rory to get involved in all this. And I respect Rory because he was like, it's too late. I'm involved. I love that. Like he is fighting for his potential lady. I love that shit. I'm here for Rory and Trina. I'm here for it because every time I see them together, I get more invested in them as a potential couple because I just see so much great chemistry between them, and the fact that he's going to bat for her like this, and he's a rookie officer. He has a lot to lose, with his career and everything, but he just don't care. He's ready to risk it all for this girl, and I respect it. I love it. Um, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? He to me is a man. That's a man. Spencer to me is just a boy, like who has a lot of growing up to do. And it was so fun to watch Spencer come at the Metro Court pool and he saw Rory and Trina together. I love the look on Spencer's face because I'm like, sir, I just wish I was on the show because I would have just came up, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, hey Spencer, that's what a man looks like. That's a man. You might want to get like that one day. You still got some growing to do, but maybe one day you can get like that. Maybe, maybe one day, sir. And Esme was a little pissed Cause she noticed that Spencer was looking at Trina being all, in their business, what they doing over there, and she's sitting there, oh well, I'm happy that she's finally moved on and she's not so possessive and obsessive with you and stuff. Esme, the only person that's nuts and possessive and crazy is you. You're the only one, nutball. So anyway, speaking of Spencer, he wanted to talk to Brad or whatever about getting some DNA done or whatever. Like he want Brad to use his lab expertise to help him get some DNA. Britt said, she was like, don't involve Brad in your foolishness. And she threatened to throw Spencer out or whatever. And Spencer talking about, I don't respond to threats. Spencer, shut the hell up. Shut up. You are not cool. Be quiet. Try to act like you a man. Go sit down, boy. Um, so he tried to give off this little weak ass apology or whatever to Britt for how he came at her about, being weak and single and pathetic or whatever. And he apologized to her and she, somewhat accepted the apology. But I felt like he only did that because he need help. And he talking about, oh, there's a lot more to the story. And Britt agreed to help him or whatever against her better judgment. And I feel like, what? If I was Britt, I wouldn't have helped him for a number of reasons. But mostly because whatever plan Spencer has is going to backfire. It's going to blow up in his face. I just feel like this is all type of messy, him trying to find her biological parents. I'm like, sir, let this go, because you are opening up a bunch of can of worms right about now that you do not need to mess with. Leave this alone. I don't see nothing good coming from finding her biological parents when one of them is a psycho. I don't see nothing good coming from that. I'm like, Spencer, you are playing with fire, sir. Let this go. Move along. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't really understand why Spinelli is not confiding in Sam about what the hell he's up to. Like, is it that top secret? Like, I just really wish that he would talk to her, like, let her know, because she's very curious about what he's up to. And when he bumped into Cody or whatever, Cody saying here, oh, I know Spinelli. Oh, you want to tell them how we know each other, or shall I? So he came up with some little BS story about how they know each other. Spinelli looked like he was ready to knock Cody the hell out. So after Spinelli left, he was calling Zelda like, listen, Cody's becoming a problem. We need to get rid of him. I said, get rid of? It seemed to me like Spinelli was tapping into his inner Jason Morgan, because I'm like, what you mean get rid of? In what way? What you trying to order a hit? What you trying to do, Mr. Spinelli? Let me find out. Spinelli bucking up. Go ahead. I guess being around Jason all them years taught you something. I love the fact that Spinelli is not allowing Cody to shake him down. Like, he already paid him off the first time. He said, listen, we not about to make this a reoccurring thing. Like, you're not about to keep shaking me down, sir. It ain't going down. So Cody came up with some plan talking about, oh, if we do X, Y, and Z, whatever the plan is, oh, we all could come out on top on this. Spinelli don't want no parts of whatever foolishness he got going. Dante already tried to get, Cody to stay in town or whatever. Cody is just up to some shenanigans. And, Dante even admitted, he said, when they were kids, he envied Cody, but he was like, now that we're grown-ass men, he was like, yeah, I don't envy the life that he got. He was like, he ain't nothing but a drifter at this point. I'm like, that's what he is, But hopefully, Spinelli steers clear of Mr. Cody, because that is a bad combination. And I want to know, like, what the hell is so secret with Spinelli? I know it can't just be this whole dating thing. Like, what exactly are you up to? Because if it was just a simple dating service or dating app, why wouldn't he tell Sam about it? Like, what's the big hush-hush secret? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So anyway, Willow is pregnant. That's the first part of it. Apparently she's 3 weeks pregnant. But she noted that she fainted 3 months ago. That's when she first had her first faint dizzy spells 3 months ago. So she was wondering about that. But TJ still has to, get the other test results back. Because it's not just the pregnancy. She's definitely sick from something else. Michael sitting there beating himself up, talking about, oh, I blame myself because, the whole custody hearing, the visitation hearing, the ELQ stuff, and plus postponing Paris stressed Willow out. Okay, you had me up until you said postpone in Paris. So you mean to tell me, oh, we can't go on our trip to Paris, so that's gonna stress me? Michael, shut up. Oh yeah, that's some rich people shit right there. Oh, we can't go to Paris on the private jet. Oh, that's gonna stress you out. I wish I had that problem, but I'm just saying. But Willow didn't look all that happy about this pregnancy at first. Like she didn't look gleeful about it, you know. So she told Michael about it and stuff, and he was shocked because he told me, "Oh, I thought we were careful." Well, birth control is not, 100%, foolproof. Shit happens. Sometimes it slips through the cracks. I mean, what are you gonna do? Um, Willow was just hoping that it would have been a while for another baby between them because she wanted to graduate first and work for a few years before they started talking about another child and whatnot. I'm like, well, it wasn't in the cards. And I don't know why they so worried about this. At the end of the day, it's not like they're not going to have time to do anything. I'm like, all you're going to do is hire a nanny anyway. That's what they do for Wiley. So get the nanny to do double duty and just pay her a little extra for the new baby. I'm just saying, they don't do nothing but hire nannies any damn way. So what's the big deal? Because he was trying to make sure she wanted the baby and stuff. Well, with this dumbass abortion laws that they done, reversed, I guess abortion is out of the question. So, that's not going to happen. I think I'm not going to get into all of that, though. I just find it, I'm just going to give my opinion. I think it's stupid that they're reversing it. That's dumb. Um, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to go into it because I'm not debating with nobody about it. That's just how I feel. I feel like it was stupid of them to reverse that, because you shouldn't have control over what nobody does with their body or what's in their body. No. I wouldn't want nobody having that control over me, telling me what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't like it. Um, so anyway, I totally get where Brando is coming from because at this point, I respect the fact that Gladys moved in, to keep an eye on Sasha or whatever to try to help her. But she should have known that this was only a temporary thing. Like, you were not meant to stay with them forever. That's not what the plan was. So it's like, it's time for you to move out. Now she's talking about quitting her job because, oh, BLQ is getting on my nerves. Or so plenty of people bosses get on their nerves. That don't mean they can afford to up and quit. Like, you were not meant to live with them forever. You got to go. Scoot, scoot. You know what I'm saying? You got to get on. Their place is not big enough for all of y'all. And it's like Brando and Sasha are still newlyweds. They need their space. You know what I'm saying? They still grieving their son. It's like, it's hard to do that when your mom is like 5 feet away. Like, that's a bit much. Like, it's time for Gladys to go. Sasha is sitting there talking about no, nobody's moving out. Gladys don't have to move out. I'm like, Sasha, yes, she does. At some point, she does. Like, she can't stay with y'all forever. It's like, come on, y'all need y'all privacy. Y'all married. But Sasha is just rattled at this point. Once she overheard, the nurses or whoever, the hospital staff talking about Willow's pregnancy, because they needed a consult or whatever. Once she overheard that Willow was pregnant, she just couldn't handle it because it just brought up a lot about her pregnancy and Liam and stuff like that. So she just couldn't deal. And now that little paparazzi boy calling her talking about, oh, I know that you're gonna be on that shopping show, whatever it's called. She gonna be on that. He was like, oh, I wanted to cover it, but I can't get clearance. So she remembered that he offered to get her drugs. So she was like, well, I can help you if you do something in return. I'm like, don't do this, Sasha. Don't do this. Because I know what she wants. And it's like, don't go down that road. See, this is what I'm talking about. Brando is going to have to take action whether Sasha wants it or not. Like, you are going to have to step up as her husband and pretty much get her into some treatment because she is not well. Like, it's so easy for her to backslide. And that's what Gladys was trying to tell Brando. She was like, your wife is trying to get pills. She's not over her addiction. And Brando sitting there, well, she told me that she was fine. Brando, you cannot believe an addict. You are an addict, a former addict yourself. Why are you believing what an addict tells you? It's always hard for an addict to kick the habit and stuff like that. You got to help them kick it. And that's why I said he needs to, man up and be there for his wife. And, at some point you're going to have to put her in treatment, even if she don't want to go. You might have to legally force her to go. You are her husband. You got the power to, have her committed. Put her in a rehab or do something if she don't want to do it, but she needs to get clean. You know, it's like she's struggling. It's like one minute she feel better, the next minute she's just falling off the wagon. It's that easy to fall off the wagon, you know, especially when you're in the beginning stages of trying to get clean. It's not easy. You got to do it for some years in order to, be able to, not want to do it. Some drug addicts, they still get the urge to do drugs, but they're more stronger now. They know how to be resilient. They just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. So that's why I say, man, Brando gonna have to step up and open up his eyes and pay more attention to his wife. Don't just take her word for everything. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.